Alright, welcome back. This is another episode of Feed the Beast Let's Play. This time I think I'm gonna do a bit of a base tour and show my setup, my quarry setup that I've got going on elsewhere. It's that direction. But some people have been asking. I got a lot of new subscribers, so thanks for that. But everyone's been asking for a base tour, so why don't I start over here. This is kind of my farm area. I'm planning on expanding this with more farms. But this is my nether wart farm. I just set this up because I needed some fire resist potions, so got that going. This is the rubber farm here. It's just 4 trees, but honestly I don't use that much rubber, so I just gather it whenever I happen to go by, and that's enough. I've got the tree farm set up, which I've gone through in previous videos, but as you can see, it's still going. It's kind of reached its equilibrium here with the peat bog in terms of the sand and dirt usage. So you can see there's lots of sand here waiting. There's some dirt queued up, but yeah, this is running at full speed, and then the tree farms kind of run at whatever speed this is, but it's enough to produce enough fuel to power the boiler constantly. So that's the farm area. This is my main building here, which the theme is like marble and glass, just because marble is pretty rare, and it was a cool material to build out of, which I like the look of it against the orange of or I guess this is technically red cobblestone, but yeah, so it's had a good contrast, so I used it. The creeper blew these up recently. I need to replace those. Enchanting table here, and then the front entrance is here. There's also entrance on the roof, and I always like to have a hole in the roof so I can drop in with my jetpack. All the IC2 machines, industrial craft machines, are here. They're all the upgraded versions, really fast versions of everything, and I can keep those on indefinitely because I have this guy just providing a constant stream of power. Basically how this works is it's just all the trees from the tree farm, all the logs, they come into this barrel up here, and then there's a gate that pulls them out down into this furnace. And there's overclockers here, so it keeps up. But the coal first goes to this generator, and then these ones are actually skipped, and then it goes to this chest. And this is what I've got so far. So no shortage on coal. But yeah, this provides enough EU, 10 EU per tick, to fill this up, and these just take 1 EU per tick each to stay on. So it's only 4. So it's a net gain of 6 EU per tick. I've also got another generator in the basement, which I'll show in a sec. Out back, my biomass tank, biofuel tank. When this fills up, this will back up and fill this up with biomass. This is getting full. I think it's like 92% or something. Over here, we've got blast furnaces, some steel in there, and of course the coke oven for the coal, and the creosote oil tank. So I don't have a giant, I used to have a giant tank that went up into the sky, but iron tanks are much nicer. That's this floor, and just my MFEs with the status. I went over how to make these screens in a different video if you want to check that out. And down here, this is power generation, and also all the buildcraft style and thermal expansion engines or machines, and as well as the assembly table. So all that biofuel comes down here, and it powers this guy, which is fully heated up right now, and you can see there's how many engines are there on here? 6 industrial engines. These do 8 MJ per tick. 7, 8. Yeah, there's 8 of those, plus one of these, which is 4, just because I just had an extra one. This is like the maximum. I can't add any more steam engines, or else the steam will eventually deplete. So this is the balance here of what works. And over here, we've got the other EU generation. So basically just has all my extra netherrack I just toss in here. And then there's a gate which says, you know, if the red pipe signal's on, then pulse and draw items out. And this red signal comes on if there's space. So space in terms of that gate is just 2. So it'll only fill it up to 2, but that's fine because it works pretty slow. And then this is just red pipe signal on will turn on the crucible to actually melt. You can see it's on right now because there was a little room here for lava. And same for this red pipe signal if there's space for liquid. And I don't have a gate on the bottom because, I mean, it'll fill the bottom first. So if there's space for liquid in the top, that means that the bottom has already been filled, because the lava will go there first anyway. So that's how that works. And this is my remote MJ system, which I'll actually won't talk about this quite yet. I'll just show my quarry and then discuss that. Yeah, so that's just, I got the pulverizer, furnace, smelter, the red power alloy furnace, and all the various machines. We even have the cart assembler, which I haven't used yet, to make Steve's carts stuff. The assembly table, which runs pretty quick. I'll just grab some redstone. And since I have I have all these redstone cells, I need to build a few more, but it stores up so much energy that this just blasts through at yeah, 40 MJ per tick. I could build more of these. They just cost diamonds, and honestly, like, it's pretty fast. I don't really find myself dissatisfied with it. Down here, I just started working on this. I don't know what's gonna go here yet, but I was feeling like I was running out of room up here. So I think either a big storage room or Thaumcraft stuff down there. I don't really know yet. Here's my current storage room. I got dust, all the bars, various blocks, redstone. I should put some stuff away. Red power, all this type of stuff. Industrial craft, mob drops, a lot of lapis, tools, decoration type stuff, all this weird stuff, and then food, and then I just got some barrels with all the amount that stacks up crazy. And just bed, and there's buttons so the creepers don't come in there while I'm AFK. And my biofuel's at 94, so this number keeps going up. So this is using less than it needs, or than is being made. It's a recycling room where I just have, back here there's an extruder, just making cobble and putting it into a recycler, which makes scrap into scrap boxes. Oop. And those get fired out here. I guess I could replace this with this like scrap boxinator thing. I didn't know about that when I built this. I kind of like this because you can see the items fire out. And I've just leave this running. It makes like a bunch of stuff. I've actually got a diamond, and which is the chance of that happening is 0.04%, so it's pretty lucky. I haven't taken anything out of here besides I just moved the tools out and recycle them because that's annoying. But yeah, this is from when I made it a while ago. It's made some cool stuff. It's kind of just neat to see what it makes. We've got the industrial blast furnace, electrolyzer. So these are the machines that take a lot of EU per tick. So I've got them on a separate MFE here, which is set up so I can turn it off in case I need to let it charge. There's a balcony out here. I've just been working on this area. I don't really know what to put here. That's pretty much it for the base. Oh no, I forgot something. The main event down here. This is, I showed this in a previous video, cleaned it up a little bit. I've added this since then. This basically is all the workings for the tree farms, the peat bog, and the fermenter. So this just handles making compost, making humus, pumping that into the various tree farms, and this thing handles sorting these out to wherever they need to go. And just got a squeezer here for the apples, and that makes mulch. Should actually fill that up with more cells or capsules. But yeah, this is this room, and as you can see, I've got a lot of peat. So if I ever need more power, I can make a bunch of peat engines. This is a bee room, leaving space for future stuff. Bee farms are down there. They're automatic. They breed the same bee over and over. And you can see there's quite a bit of this stuff saved up. And all the extra drones go in here, in the gene pool, where they get melted down into liquid DNA, which heads over here. Kind of looks crazy. But yeah, every time they breed, there's an excess drone. Usually at least one, I believe. Yeah, see, this is stacking up because stacks go in. Yeah, so those could probably be removed, but they'll fill up eventually and everything will just overflow. There's no problems there. So that makes honeycombs. And that's it for the base, I believe. I just have a chunk loader here, so that keeps these chunks loaded. Basically my whole base. So that when I'm in other places, the farm keeps running. Creeper blew this up. Not happy. I just have this sort of bridge. I haven't really decided what to do with this tunnel yet. I was going to put some farms under there, but I don't know yet. Reed farm. Down here is some empty space that I've been clearing out, and there's the cow and sheep farm. So now we can head over to, that's basically my entire base. I think that's everything, yeah. And then there's just a village down there with a missing chunk, I guess. But it's empty, the villagers all died. This was near my spawn, so I think zombies just got them. So we can head over to the nether. Alright, so this is like my kind of nether hub, I guess. It's not really built up at all yet, but this goes down to the desert. There's I kind of have like a separate, or I just have a random portal out in the desert from, I forget why, from the start when I needed like to kill endermen. Yeah, I would go out there because it was easy to see them in the desert. So I just have this. This portal over here goes to the new quarry I just set up. So let's head over there. I need to make this a lot nicer, but it's just functional right now. Alright, so that's just in the side of this little mountain. And there's the quarry. So my home is back that way. It's only 300 meters away. It's actually not that far. I'm just gonna wait for these chunks to load, because this kind of looks silly. I'm gonna go over here and get them to load. Come on, chunks. There we go. So this is a giant quarry. You can actually see it goes pretty deep. I set this up not too long ago because I was tired of strip mining under my base. I didn't show that. There's like a giant network of strip mines under my base. It's insane. But yeah, you can see how far this goes down. And this setup is basically just a whole bunch of barrels. Lots reserved for cobble. These are all filled. Oh, there's still some left here. That's fine. Okay, there's still room. But yeah, lots of cobble. It's just a quarry set up with one of these energy cells. And so what I've done is to power this, I just have the cell. And I guess now I'll talk about this turtle setup. Basically, this turtle just watches the cell. If it gets empty, it breaks it and picks it up, puts it in this ender chest, and then tries to get a full one out of the ender chest using this. There's a filter under here. Yeah, right there. So that filter will just pull out any item it can from the chest. And that's not a big deal. I could put a cell in there so it would only filter on full ones, but I do that on the other end on empty ones. So yeah, so it basically just has a loop. How do I exit this? I forget. Control T. Yeah. So this program, which basically just, where's the main loop here? I'm gonna make a separate video about this, so I won't go too in depth, but basically what we do is, if it's in use mode, which is the quarry, it just checks the cell. If it's empty, it removes it. If it's not, it just waits. And if there's no cell there, then it toggles the redstone output on its left. Just gonna start this up again. So it just toggles this wire here, which goes into the filter, and that's just gonna pop one cell out of the chest, and it'll come up, go into the back of the turtle, and then it places it down in front of itself. So on the other end, in my base, as the turtle does the opposite. It waits for them to charge, breaks it, pops it out, puts it in the ender chest, and then it has a filter that has an empty cell sitting in it, and when it does this pulse, it basically tries to pull an empty cell out and place it down. So if I stick around, this will empty out, and we can see that in action. But yeah, so there's a decent amount of stuff. It's actually got some bees, which is cool. A lot of this Zycraft stuff, or however you say it, but yeah, I'm excited for these ores. I'm not going to take anything out yet. I kind of want to just leave it and see the total amount of stuff I get. But these quarries are pretty awesome. I don't know if I can get to I want to see how deep it is, but I don't know if I can swim to the bottom without suffocating. I don't think so. But it's almost at bedrock, I think. It's getting pretty low. I hope there's not too much more cobble because I'm out of space for it, but take some with me. Yeah, so that's the quarry, and main thing is the charger. It's nice and compact, and I could do this with two ender chests, one on the left and one on the right, and just do it that way, but I kind of like using just one. It's sort of an extra challenge, and having this system is kind of neat, so want to keep my ender chests free, because I don't want, like, there's only a limited number of colors you can put on them, so don't want to go too crazy. This will empty out soon. But yeah, I wanted to do it underwater because I thought it would look like, you can't really tell it's there until you look up here and like look straight down to the water. I'll probably do most of my quarries underwater because I don't like how the landscape just gets totally decimated by them. So this guy will empty, and you should pick it up. And I've got these set to 30 MJ per tick because these use 32, I believe, and there we go. He broke it, picked it up, and he put it in the chest, and the other turtle already took it out. So, yep, and here comes this new one. And yep, perfect. So that's full, and it's gonna keep going. And the quarry is like a chunk loader, and it acts like a chunk loader, so that's gonna keep happening when I'm not there. Oh. That was not expected. How did a creeper even... Oh, okay. I'm glad I was wearing this armor. I'll just show the other end of the turtle charging station. And then I think that'll be it for the base tour. I just have some supplies here for building stuff. Alright. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how this base turned out. I keep building downwards when I need more room. I might end up expanding up the sides more, but generally pretty happy with it. Yep, so he's charging this one up because he would have pulled it out of the chest. Because there's this empty guy this actually matches on empty or partially empty, so it's perfect. So any redstone cell that gets in here that is just partially empty, it's going to pull that out as well. And place it down in front of itself and just wait for it to charge. And yeah, pop it back off. And this one's in charge mode, it's such the opposite way. And I'll go over that program in another video. I just wanted to make this quickly to show some people what's up with my base, because they wanted to see the whole thing in one video, I think. Because I tend to just show one room or so, and people, they didn't have like a full perspective of the whole thing. So yeah, that's the base. Been having a lot of fun with Feed the Beast, building this and adding to it, and lately I've been spending more time on the aesthetics of it, um, which is kind of fun as well because you kind of tend to not build as much as try to, build factories and stuff in terms of building in like the vanilla way where you just build these awesome things. So I started to do a bit more of that with this over here. Um, but yeah, thanks for watching, and throw it a like if you liked it, and stick around for the next one. All right, thanks.